and gentlemen,
here comes the general.
the moment you've been waiting for.
Here comes the general.
Good morning, Generals, and welcome to a wonderful Wednesday. I am so excited to be back in front of you. Just want to give a special shout out to all of our students, to all of our staff, and especially to our parents. We are officially done with the first week. That's right. After today, you would have been in digital learning for 1 week, and I must tell you, it has been amazing. When we go back and we look at the number of students who have participated, we have had over 2,000 students who have logged on during Digital Day. Thank you so much, students, and thank you so much, parents, for making sure that you take this seriously. We cannot be successful without your support, and that is why when we talk about our cluster theme being connected, that is what you all are doing. So thank you so much for continuing to be connected. Thank you, students, for making sure that you are logging on. Some of the newest terms that you guys have probably heard has been synchronous and asynchronous learning. Students, we are looking for you specifically during that synchronous learning time. That is when you are getting on live with your teachers. Asynchronous is when you are taking the time to complete those activities before and after your classes. So please make sure that you pay attention to all of the assignments that you are doing, but please make sure that you also take the time to get on live so that you can see your teachers and get that interaction with them all at the same time. So when we're talking about when you're live, we want to make sure that we remind you guys about some of the etiquettes that we spoke about during our pre-planning. We want to make sure that students, that you are actually on live and that we get to see your wonderful faces. You guys have to remember, it has been since March since we've had the opportunity to see you. So we definitely do appreciate you taking the time to make sure that you have your cameras on. When you're on camera, we do want to make sure that you follow our guidelines when it comes to dress code. So please make sure that you're sitting at a desk, just like you're at school. We want you to take it very seriously. So in order for that to happen, making sure that you're at a desk, making sure that you are dressed appropriately, and making sure that you are following all of the instructions and protocols that your teachers have in place. Also make sure that you're using the proper name so that your teachers can allow you to get into each of the sessions. Just wanted to remind you guys about some of those. We haven't had those issues a whole lot across the school, so thank you all so much for continuing to follow the expectations that come along. Students, even though you are at home, you do know that lunches are still being served. We're so excited to provide you guys with your school ID, which we are a touchless school, and that's the theme across the district, is making sure that we are limiting the amount of contacts that you have to make whenever you're touching any items here in the building or when you are trying to access anything once you guys return in person. So if you're interested in participating in the lunches, you can come through the bus lane, and we will be providing lunches every day, Monday through Thursday. On Thursday, you will also pick up the lunch that you will receive for Friday. There are no actual deliveries that are happening on Friday, so please make sure you take advantage of the lunch times between 11:30 and 12:45 every day, Monday through Thursday. Students and parents, as you know, we are a Title I school, and one of the biggest things that is important for us is making sure that you complete your free and reduced lunch forms. If you have not had the opportunity to do so, please make sure you go to the website and get those completed. Remember, at the end of the 30-day window, there will be a special drawing for all the items that we pictured earlier in this week. We had lunch boxes, we had trunk totes, all kinds of different things that will be very important for you guys to use at any time that you feel the need. So again, parents, if you haven't had the opportunity, please make sure that you go and complete the free and reduced lunch forms. And students, remind your parents, just give them a little poke and say, hey, please make sure you take care of that, because it is very important for the funds that we use here at the school. As you know, we still have athletics that are going on, so we're definitely excited about all of our students who are getting the opportunity to participate. Right now in fall sports, we have softball that is taking place as well as volleyball. In a couple of weeks, we're waiting for football to definitely kick off. Just want to remind you guys that if you do plan to participate, there is a limited number of individuals that will be able to attend each event. When you are at the inside facilities, it is required that you wear a mask anytime that you are inside of the building. And if you're participating in any of the outside events, at those times you are not required to wear a mask, but we do recommend that you wear a mask whenever you're coming up to the gates and as well as when you're participating in the concessions. As I was speaking before, we are touchless here at Shiloh as well as across the district. So we are a Go Fan school, which means that we will not be taking funds at the gate. You need to make sure that you go go to GoFan, and that's how you will get your tickets to get into any of the events. There will be a limited number set, so if you do plan to participate, please make sure you go online and get your ticket so that you can enter the event without providing any cash. Students, as you know, we are still participating in General's Time. We want to thank all the students that took the time yesterday to participate in our General's Time activity. You will go to your advisement class, and that's where you will find this section for your General's Time. Yesterday, we had several students who participated in the activities that allowed you guys to complete surveys, as well as let us know whether or not you want to participate in the No Place for Hate committee. We are a No Place for Hate school, and for the last 2 years, we have been recognized as a No Place for Hate school. Our district is now a No Place for Hate district, and we want to continue to lead the way by making sure that we do those things that were mentioned yesterday during General's Time. General's Time right now, while we are digital, will happen on every Tuesday, and Thursdays during General's Time, this will be the time where teachers will be available to answer questions from you and to answer questions from your parents, but it will not be a time that we meet while we are digital. So please make sure, if you have not done so, that you are participating in General's Time. Next week, we're going to get into dress code and all those rules that you typically follow in our student handbook. So we don't want you to miss that information. So please make sure you are participating in General's Time. Also happening this week, Generals, just a couple of announcements for you. We have our Shiloh Student Leadership Team, which is part of GSLT at the district level, that will be having an informational meeting on this Friday. So if you get the opportunity, please make sure you participate. Check the website and you can definitely verify the times. And also, I want to make sure that you guys are aware of a club that will be starting called College Readiness. This will be a great club for any student who is interested in getting some great tidbits on the things that you need to know in order to be prepared for college. Our clubs and activities will still be taking place, so please make sure you reach out to all those individuals who are supporting those clubs so that you know when your times that you will be meeting virtually. All right, Generals, that is bringing me to the close of our announcements, but because it is Wednesday and something that I haven't done in a long time is Words of Wisdom on Wednesday. Don't count the days, make the days count. These are words from none other than Muhammad Ali. As we're going through this unusual and different school year, make sure you take advantage of every day and make every day count. Don't worry about counting the days. All right, Generals, those are all the announcements that I have for you. Let's make sure we continue to focus on our mission, which is to relentlessly pursue high-level teaching and learning with a global perspective for all students and staff. And don't you forget, it is always a great day to be a general. I love you, and I love Shiloh. General salute. Thank you guys, and stay connected.